Hello and welcome to Achievers Life. Dear learners, today we are going to take one of the very important topic of psychology, that is personality, and today we will be discussing top 50 MCQs of this topic. These are the questions which have been previously asked in different examinations, and if you are giving exam for CUET, you must go through this PDF because some of the questions have been continuously repeated. In fact, most of the questions have been there in the examination. So let's quickly begin with the class in which we will be discussing top 50 MCQs, and I'll not be taking too much time on one question since doing 50 question in one video is itself a difficult task. So let's quickly begin with our class, and the first question is right in front of you. Who among the following psychologists divided all personality into introverts and extroverts? Very common question, you have to remember. In fact, you must learn this, that Carl Jung is the one who has divided the personality into introvert and extrovert. So correct answer is Carl Jung. Which of the following personality type is described as noisy, callous and fond of physical activity? And the correct answer for this question is mesomorph. So this is one of the type which you have to remember. Okay, moving on to the next question quickly. This refers to any characteristics in which one individual differs from another in a relatively permanent and consistent way. So the answer for question number 3 is B. Trait is the correct answer. That you have to remember, the trait are the characteristics in which one individual differed from another in different ways. Who among the following saw personality as composed of three major systems: id, ego, superego? One of the very important question. I must write it important here. You have to remember that Sigmund Freud is the one who is associated with the psychodynamics, and id, ego, superego are also a part of it. So somewhere you are going to get a lot of questions of this topic. So remember that id, ego, superego were given by Sigmund Freud. Coming to the next question, let's take three questions altogether, I think. This is the original source of personality present in the newborn infant. As soon the newborn comes into this world, they have this personality component to which we call id. We have always mentioned this thing, that id can be understood by being stubborn, ziddi, So id is the personality component which is present in a newborn infant. As soon as you come to this world, you have this personality component in you. Remember this. So id is the correct answer for question number 5. The ego obeys which principle? Ego obeys reality principle. Very simple question it is. Ego obeys which principle? Reality principle. Question number 7. Which of the following system is the internalized representation of the values and morals of society as taught to the child by the parents and others? Morals is connected with the superego. Simple. So these are the three answers you have to remember for these questions. The method of reducing anxiety called this is to push the impulse out of awareness into the unconscious. First of all these four things which are written in front of you are defense mechanism, and you have to remember this as well. The second thing is, the answer for this question is option B, repression. When repressed thoughts are kept inside into the unconscious, this is called repression. Question number 9. In which of the following psychosexual stage of the development pleasure is obtained through stimulation of the mouth? Mouth is connected with the oral part. Like a child does everything through the mouth. Sucking, babbling, they do a lot of things. So oral stage is the correct answer for question number 9. Let me mark first of all, and you have to remember. Moving on to the next question. This have been devised as one method for uncovering unconscious motives. Through which method we can take out all the hidden desires of a person, all the conflicts which are kept inside? So very simple, projective test. Okay, so option B is the correct answer. Remember that through the projective test only we can take out the unconscious motive of a person. Here we means the person who is applying the test, and that has to be someone who is very perfect on this. Not everyone can do. Coming to question number 11, let's take three questions altogether. Which of the following is most widely used projective technique? Which is the most common technique? It is asked in this way as well. So question number 11, the Rorschach thematic apperception test, 16 personality factor, both A and B. Most commonly asked are these A and B both, I mean, I must have pointed out on D. So both A and B are asked most commonly. So these are the three answers. Coming to question number 12, this refers to the characteristic pattern of behavior and way of thinking that determine a person's adjustment to his environment. Which among these? Question number 12, this is our personality. Through our personality only we are able to adjust in the environment. Who defined personality as the dynamic organization within the individual of those psychophysical systems that determine his unique adjustment to his environment? Among all these four people, who is the person who has mentioned this definition of personality? So somewhere you will have to remember this. And the correct answer is G.W. Allport. So remember this definition and the name of Gordon Allport as well, right? Moving on to the next question. Who among the following psychologists has tried to describe personality in terms of trait? Very, very easy question, and you have to remember that Cattell, Allport, Eysenck, all these three people have explained personality in terms of traits. So all of the above is the correct answer. Just in case any one name is given and any other name is given, so you will have to filter. These are the three names which are associated with the trait approach of personality. Question number 15. Which of the following skills have been used in measuring anxiety, hostility, hallucination, phobias and suicidal impulses? One of the very important questions, and also this question has also been asked many times in the MSc entrance of CUET and other examination of MA or MSc entrance. So this you will have to remember that the answer for question number 15 is B, that is MMPI. So this B is written wrong here, just don't go on this one. So MMPI is the correct answer for question number 15. All right, moving on to the next. Which of the following approaches of personality emphasizes ongoing interactions among motives, impulses and psychological approach? Type and trait approach, dynamic approach, learning and behavioral approach, none of these. Answer for question number 16 is dynamic approach, or to which we known as psychodynamic approach, right? So correct option should be psychodynamic approach. Option B is the correct answer. According to psychoanalytical theory, the sexual energy that underlines the biological basis urges is called which one? For question number 17, the correct answer is libido. That this you have to remember, that libido is the sexual energy that underlines the biological basis urges. Coming to question number 18, this consists of elaborative ways of behaving and thinking which constitute the executive function of the person. So for question number 18, this is the ego. Ego is the correct answer for question number 18, right? Coming to the next question, which of the following levels of consciousness or awareness is proposed by Freud? Conscious, unconscious, pre-conscious, all of the above. So all these are the three types of consciousness. So obviously D has to be the correct answer, which was given by Sigmund Freud. Freud described this as the royal road to the conscious. Very, very common question again, have been asked many times in many examination, that Freud described which one as the royal road to unconscious. So answer for question number 20 is dreams, B option. Dreams are the royal road to the unconscious as stated by Freud. Which of the following part of the body Freud referred as erogenous zone? The mouth, the anus, the genitals, the all of the above. To all these parts of the body, Freud referred as erogenous zones. So this is the correct answer, option D. Freud believed that if a child's need at one of the psychosexual stages were either unsatisfied or oversatisfied, what would take place? So for question number 22, fixation will take place. Let me mark the correct answer. Fixation will take place when? When will fixation takes place? When any need of the psychosexual stage is either unsatisfied or oversatisfied. So that is when fixation takes place. Coming to question number 23, which of the following periods of psychosexual development was not considered by Freud to be very important of the development of personality? Oral, phallic, latency or genitals? So question number 23, he said that latency was the period when physical development takes place, right? It is the time when the children are more active physically, and least active sexually. So he considered latency as the least important, or you can say not very important. According to Jung, the which are the inherited ways of organizing or reacting to our experiences with the world? Collective unconscious, personal unconscious, archetypes, complex. This question is asked in the class 12th examination as well, so you can consider it important for your competitive examination of undergraduation. So for question number 24, collective unconscious is the correct answer. According to dynamic theorists, people use which to reduce their anxiety and guilt? And unconscious, defense mechanism, trait, and dreams. So 25b, defense mechanism is the correct answer. And also defense mechanism is one of the separate very important topic of your syllabus, so please prepare it well, because defense mechanism itself produces a lot of question. You will find some MCQ based these videos on my channel as well, so you must go there as well. So coming to the I think we are on question number 26 now. So coming to question number 26, the 5-factor model of personality was given by whom? Paul Costa and Robert McRae is the correct answer. Remember this, that the 5-factor model of personality is different from the 5-stage model of personality. The 5-stage model is a different thing, was given by Sigmund Freud, and 5-factor model of personality was given by Paul Costa and Robert McRae. So through this question number 26, you have prepared at 2 questions, right? The MMPI inventory was devised by whom? Correct answer is the Hathaway and McKinley. This you must remember. MMPI inventory was devised by. Personality factor questionnaire was developed by whom? 16 personality factor, to which you also know call 16PF questionnaire, right? So who gave this? You know that Kettle, Raymond Kettle gave this. So option A is the correct answer. Remember this as well. Let's move forward quickly. The thematic apperception test was developed by Morgan, Murray, Allport, McKinley, Hathaway. So Morgan and Murray is the correct answer. 29 is the correct answer. The trigunas are what? This is a question that can create confusion. When you will see the options, you might get lost in all the answers. But remember that trigunas, tridoshas are different. So remember that sattva, rajas and tamas are the trigunas. So you have to remember like this. All right. Moving on to the next question. Uh, these are the fat, soft, and round: endomorphs, ectomorphs, mesomorphs, and metamorphs. So 31 option A is the correct answer. Endomorphs are fat, soft, and round. This refers to our ability to organize and monitor our own behavior, that is self-regulation. Okay, let's move forward quickly. As person, we always make some judgment about our own self, that is known as self-regulation, esteem, concept, or efficacy. So question number 33, self-esteem is the correct answer, right? We estimate ourselves, so we make some value judgment about ourselves, so that is known as self-esteem. This emerges in relationship with others and emphasizes such aspects of life as unity and cooperation. Question number 34, so this is called social self, because when social self is there, we are connected with other people, and then that is how we are known for. So social self is the correct answer for this one. Moving on to the next question, question number 35. This refers to those attributes of a person that make him or her different from others. So question number 35, personal identity is the correct answer. Self-efficacy is based on social learning theory of Albert Bandura, who passed away in January 2022. So Albert Bandura is the correct answer. He was a social psychologist. Coming to the next question 37, this refers to the totality of individual's conscious experiences, ideas, thoughts, and feelings with regard to himself and herself. So question number 37, correct answer is self. Self is the correct answer. To individual's conscious experience, ideas, thoughts, and feelings with regard to himself and herself. When we are just occupied with our own self, then self is the correct answer. Carl Jung's theory is known as 5-stage, analytical, cardinal theory, 1-factor theory. Question number 38, correct answer for this question is option B. Analytical psychology is known as Carl Jung's theory. Coming to the next question quickly. Optimistic view of human life with emphasis on human growth and self-actualization in the post-Freudian era was given by whom? Erik Erikson, Eric Fromm, Karen Horney, Alfred Adler. So answer for question number 39 is Karen Horney. Coming to the next question, number 40, personal goals and inferiority complex are a part of which theory? Question number 40, the correct answer is individual psychology. Let's move forward quickly. Coming to question number 41, social being desire to freedom, striving for justice and truth are a part of which theory? Eric Erikson, Carl Rogers, J.P. Guilford. So J.P. Guilford is definitely not an answer because it is associated with the intelligence part. So we have three options here for question number 41 and the correct answer is Eric Fromm. So let's mark this question, right? Coming to the next question, what is the structural unit of personality for behaviorist? So behaviorists basically believe in the response. So you clearly see that among all these ABCD, response is the only term which is associated with behaviorism, right? So question number 42, answer has to be option A. Which approach attempts to understand personality in relation to the features of environmental and cultural environment? So cultural approach is the only uh, answer here because in cultural approach, environment and cultural environment are connected for are considered to understand personality. Coming to the next question, name one person who has contributed to the development of humanistic perspective of personality. So you must remember that Carl Rogers, is the name. There could be another name as Abraham Maslow, and if both the names were there, then definitely there would be an option of both, right? For Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow. These are the two names mostly associated with the humanistic personality, or you can say humanism era. What is the idea proposed by Carl Rogers? Adaptation, fully functioning person, socialization, and self actualization. So, for question number 45, Carl Rogers was very much focused on fully functioning person. He said the person has to be fully functioning in order to be a successful person in their life. The theory of self actualization was given by whom? Carl Rogers, Karen Horney, Eric Erikson, and Abraham Maslow. The one who emphasized the most on self actualization was Abraham Maslow. He was also a humanistic approach based person, or you can say a psychologist. Situation tests are what? Those which provide us with information about how a person behaves under stressful situation. Although this is the correct answer, let me quickly read the other one for you. All right, option A is the correct one here. Let me mark as well. Those used for assessment of personality in educational industrial setting, no. Those used for assessment of personality of a person, those which involve talking to the person, being assessed and asking specific questions. So option A is the correct answer. A student who believes she has the ability to excel in music demonstrate high. The person who have a strong opinion about themselves. So for question number 48, they believe that they have a strength of doing something. They have an idea of their efficiency. So clearly efficacy, self-efficacy, they are high on self-efficacy. Which of the following aspect of self is based on Bandura's social learning theory? Concept, esteem, efficacy, or regulation? So this is a common question. You have to remember that Albert Bandura also focused on self-efficacy. And since he was a social theorist, so he focused much on self-efficacy of a person. Coming to the last question of this PDF, according to Freud, what is the function of ego? To boost a person's self-confidence, to push for the fulfillment of one's self-interest, to mediate between impulsive drives and the moral conscience. So we have three options only. Correct answer for this question is to boost a person's self-confidence. So this is the function of ego. All right. So these are the answers as well. You can find this PDF on our Telegram channel. You can go and practice these questions through the PDF as well. Also, this was a very important session. If you have understood it well, then I'm extremely happy. And if you still have any doubt, then please drop your comments in the comment section below, and please share it with your friends. Also like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not done it. It's a humble request. Please do it for me, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.